Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and here I have Osmanthus heterophyllus, the holy Osmanthus or fragrant Osmanthus, or some say the olive Osmanthus. Well, it is in the family Oleaceae, in the olive family, and the fruits even look a little bit like olives. Native to Japan and Taiwan in evergreen lowland forests, and very important historically and culturally in Japan. Like in the oldest history of Japan, for example, there is a goddess waiting forever for this thing to flower. Seems despite the flowers being very nice and fragrant, it doesn't flower regularly. And the other mentioning in the same history of Japan was that a prince got a spear made from the wood of this tree. The emperor gifted it to him and taught him to conquer the east of Japan, like the area around Tokyo and so. So this is indirectly the reason Tokyo is part of Japan. Ain't that crazy? Well, when it comes to the uses, yeah, I already said it, it's beautiful, it's fragrant, so a popular ornamental, has cultural significance for Japan. Funny enough, it hasn't been developed into any sort of medicine. Also, unfortunately, there are no, despite the quite abundant, beautiful, decent-sized fruits, it doesn't seem to be edible officially. However, also some websites say no known hazards, so I guess it's not poisonous either. Yeah, as you can imagine from this a spear being crafted from this wood, it is very good wood. It's not a very big dimension wood. This shrub or tree doesn't grow too tall, so it's being usually used for small furniture and for toys, and apparently for spears to conquer Japan. Well, now those fruits look a little bit like those mayberries, but yeah, I'm afraid they are not too closely related. Well, since it doesn't seem to be hazardous, the main taste is unfortunately a bitterness. It's not too bitter, and there is a sweetness. Flesh is slightly slimy. Here is the big seed, so there is not too much flesh. I don't know, man. It's bitter, but not overly bitter. I'm just wondering. It's a little bit too bitter to enjoy it out of hand. Not prohibitively bitter, but yeah, if you would say it had some health benefits, I think it would become quite popular as an acquired taste, like goji berries, for example. Yeah, because it is slightly bitter, but it is also slightly sweet. Not too unpleasant, but not pleasant enough to just eat it as a fruit. Well, I mean, I'm already eating the third one, so whenever I do this, whatever I say, whatever I think, my body thinks it wants more. Yeah, mostly bitter, but also quite sweet. A tiny bit slimy. Yeah. If you would tell me this has some good health benefits, I would eat it. But funny enough, here, no edibility records, no records of using this as a medicine, no records of it being poisonous. Tell me what you think about this fruit, folks. I don't know. I'm a little bit on the fence for this. Yeah, I could call it edible. I could call it non-edible. Tell me what other sources say about it. Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich botanic gardens of Germany. And of course, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.